Yonge Dundas Square has been virtually unchanged for 20 years. Now, though, a local restaurateur here has an idea to change the name, and he thinks he knows exactly who the square should be named after.
Say what you will, I will miss you, my friends. Be along for the road and the rains.
I'd like to see the great Gordon Lightfoot memorialized in the city, and I think there's nothing better than the square at the corner of Yonge and Dundas to be named after Gordon Lightfoot.
Aaron Barbarian and his father before him have been cooking up steaks since 1959 at a Toronto institution, Barbarian Steakhouse, located just a stone's throw away from Yonge Dundas Square. Aaron is also the former head of the local BIA and was instrumental in creating the square we now know. He thinks now is the right time to name it after the music legend who passed away last week at age 84.
Then later that night when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
He's the right person. He was integral in creating this neighborhood as the entertainment and music capital of the city. I think it's an appropriate way to honor that man.
Barbarian wrote a letter to the mayor's office detailing his idea. The deputy mayor says she's receptive.
I think it's a great idea, but we also have other ideas on how to honor Gordon Lightfoot that are coming to council. That includes statues of commemoration, and it also includes Gordon Lightfoot Day in the City of Toronto.
The name of the square might actually have to be changed. You see, the street name Dundas, it could soon be altered by City Council.
City Council, coming up for 2 years ago, did make a mandate to change the name of Dundas Street and a number of city assets with Dundas in the name. That process is still ongoing, so it's ultimately up to City Council to decide when and what and how these city-owned assets become named.
Julian Sleeth is in charge of the arm's-length city agency that runs the square. He's of two minds when it comes to renaming it after Lightfoot.
Gordon played quite frequently at Steele's Tavern, which was just a couple of blocks up the street. He also played in Friar's Tavern, which is now Shoppers Drug Mart. So a large part of Yonge Street, for sure, is sadly no longer the great music venues that it once was, and that could be a way of honouring it. My other thought, though, is that there are hundreds of musicians who've played in and around the square.
The Dundas name comes from the influential Scottish minister Henry Dundas. He never set foot in Toronto and is infamous for playing a pivotal role in delaying the abolition of the British Empire's transatlantic slave trade. City staff are expecting a report on the next steps in the renaming process later this year. Richard Southard, City News.